What it is, what it do, cyber world. It's your girl, the one and only, Ash Brown, and this is the Ash Said It Show. Over 2,100 episodes since 2014, 500,000 streams around the world. None of this is possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. Today, my guest is from one of my favorite events. Yes, since I've been back to GA, I've had to go to where? JapanFest. So we've got Beth with us today. Hey, Beth.
Woo, hey.
Thanks so much for joining us today, Beth. We love
Thank
that.
you for having us.
Yes, and so for people that, I don't know, have been living under a rock, or I don't even know what they've been doing, Beth, let them know, what is JapanFest?
Oh, it is the largest celebration of Japanese culture in the Southeast. And we've been doing it for over 30 years.
Yes.
And it's just a great way to get to know more about Japanese culture and the arts without even having to buy a plane ticket.
I know it. I just love just the celebration of it. It's grown so much since my baby sister is definitely the one that got me into conventions and introduced me to JapanFest. So I've definitely been going for a number of years now, and just seeing how the event has grown is just incredible.
Yes.
It's been incredible to watch that. Oh my goodness. So with so many different facets of like Japanese culture to showcase, how do you guys decide the performers and the artists and the vendors each year?
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, we have several different ways. We have a theme this year around Taste of Japan, but we're also celebrating 20 years of the Atlanta Fukuoka Japan sister city relationship. So we wanted to bring out more about Fukuoka, and that leads us to bring in some special performers from Fukuoka and some special foods from Fukuoka. So our theme can kind of drive some of that. We also know that there's performers that our audience loves every year, so we like to bring them back. And then we do have local community performers that showcase some of the Japanese arts and the martial arts. So we have a variety of ways that we get performers and showcase them and think about who we want. We do have an application process as well.
Yeah, I would imagine that. Yeah, and I mean, it's just always like vendors, it's like busting at the seams. Like there's always so many just amazing vendors, and all the I just love the themes every year. So I'm excited to see how this year's theme unfolds. But how do you and the team, how do you all measure like the success of JapanFest every year, like in terms of like attendance or impact on the community? How do you guys see that?
Yeah, so attendance is pretty easy because of the ticketing system, and definitely it's grown beyond our expectations. So try, and that has been one way we measure is, or primarily through the survey that we put out, and that has always been one of the complaints is, wow, there's so many people here, it can get congested. But Gas South has expanded and renovated their area, and just to go from one end of the festival area to the other, you really have to plan what you want to do because there's just so much you can do.
Yeah, there's literally like so much, like you go to JapanFest and there's like literally, there's nowhere of just like boredom of not having anything to do. No, there's always something for you to run into at JapanFest. So that is...
Sometimes it's the attendees themselves, because people dress up and they have just some of the coolest costumes.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing how They are.
Yes, that is probably one of my favorite parts too, is just watching the cosplay. Like, people spend like, like a year or some change, and they get like the details down to the
Yeah.
T, and I'm like, wow, that is incredible. I love seeing the
And
cosplay.
I don't know all my anime characters, but other people do, and they're like, oh, look, there's so-and-so. And I'm like, oh, wow. Now, to ask you, have you dressed up?
I haven't in recent years, Beth. Like, I just moved back to Georgia last year. And so
Okay.
I haven't cosplayed much. Maybe I need to change that at some point. I haven't, but I need to. I used to back in the day, like when my mom would send me to basically chaperone my sister and her friends at these conventions, and I would dress up and I would cosplay. I would be like a vampire or a witch, or I never would like go into like deep into like characters per se, like some of these people that cosplay, but I would be like a generic vampire. That would be about it.
Pretty cool. Generic.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Now, with the festival...
Well, I have a new cosplay you could do. If you come, we have a group from Fukuoka, a new pop idol group called Link.
Oh.
So there they will dress sorts of fancy, cool costumes. It's a group of young women.
Yeah.
And Link stands for love in Kyushu. So they'll be one of our new acts. And like I said, since we're celebrating the Fukuoka connection, they're coming to us from Fukuoka. So that's exciting.
Oh, wow. That is really cool. That is so cool. So, yeah, I may have to look into that one. That sounds like it's going to be fun. And, I mean, I don't know how much you're... how up you are on a lot of like anime and the cartoons and the different things that happen, but I've been obsessed. Okay, absolutely obsessed with K-pop Demon Hunters. Oh my gosh. I have been obsessed, Beth. Oh my gosh. It was like I love it. It just brought back all of like from my childhood, like sing-along type of stuff. The graphics were amazing. The story was awesome. I was absolutely obsessed. So I know that that's going to be heavy hitter. I know we're going to see a lot of Demon Hunters. A lot of Demon Hunters are going to be there this year. I already know.
And the anime group is always pretty large because we have so many anime vendors there too. So they'll have plenty to pick from.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
More stuff.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. But so the festival has been running for well over 30 years now. And in what ways have you seen JapanFest evolve to adapt to the new trends of Japanese pop culture?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. And it started out as kind of a Japan, just a general Japan week type of thing, or maybe it was even a month where the Japan consulate was just really trying to get more exposure of Japanese culture to the Southeast population. So it wasn't until I think 97 that it evolved into the Japan Fest as we kind of know it now. But part of it is, and so yes, we have brought in new acts like Link, this pop idol group. One year we did theme on technology, cool technology, and we had a lot of interesting robot toys, and we had a therapeutic robot seal that was used with older patients, like those with dementia or something. They did, and it would react to them, and they could talk to it, sort of thing. So, but part of Japan Fest is to bring the traditional arts and the culture. And so we don't want to lose that either. Right. As we bring in the cosplay. We never had the cosplay, but we've partnered with MomoCon, and they brought in the cosplay contest. And which in the early years we didn't have any of that. Right. So we try to balance both, the pop culture and the way Japan culture is evolving, but also showcase the traditional arts, which is important for people to see as well.
Yeah, I agree with that one. And, I mean, looking ahead, what do you feel are the long-term goals or the long-term vision for JapanFest?
Well, I would say that our goals, we kind of have three that we like to think about, and one is obviously to increase awareness and appreciation, understanding of Japanese culture throughout the Southeast, and thereby we want to grow our audience. But one of the measures we use in our survey is how many people are first-time visitors to JapanFest. Right. And because we want to keep growing the new people, as well as we love having people return. Mm. But first time we were like at 50% were newcomers. Exciting, and means that we're exposing more people to the Japanese culture in the Southeast. So that's important to us. But it's also important because we have over 600 companies, Japanese companies in Georgia. Right. And I think they employ over 37,000 Georgians, and about $11 billion dollars in the Georgia economy. So we really want them to feel part of the JapanFest and to be part of the local community. So that's why we have a section for Japanese businesses in Georgia at the festival, so that they can interact with attendees, and the attendees can get to know some of these companies that are in Georgia. And people really seem to enjoy what that section offers. So that's another piece of what we always look for, is to increase that connection between the local community and the festival goers and the Japanese expats and businesses here in Georgia. Mm-hmm. But we also can't forget our performers. Mm-hmm. So we try to bring in new performers, but as I said, there's crowd favorites. My personal favorite is the taiko drummers. I love the come back every year. But this is also a way for them to be able to share their skills. So we want them to have that opportunity, and it also gives them an opportunity to network. And we actually survey our performers too. Mm-hmm. And some of them, like we had the Rakugo, which is Japanese kind of stand-up comedy, but he sits. But he came for the first time last year, and he's like, "Oh, I want to come back." Mm-hmm. So he will be here this year. So that's how we look at kind of our, I guess you could call them stakeholders. It's, we want to make sure we're doing right by our attendees, but also by the Japanese businesses here, who also, help us put on the festival, and then the performers too.
Yeah, I mean, I thought of one question here about that. I figured I'd ask you because, we're already here. We're talking JapanFest. Is Kamaman coming this year? Is he going to be there? Kumaman, yes, the bear. I think he's a bear. Is he a bear?
No, he is. I have not heard that he is. Okay. So,
but who knows? You never know.
Fukuoka may have something of their own that they want to bring. So we'll at that. But yeah, Kumamoon is not from Fukuoka, so we don't want him to clash with anything.
Gotcha. Yeah, we don't want any beefs. We don't want any trouble at JapanFest. Come on,
That's right.
you behave yourself wherever you are.
But we also have another Fukuoka performer called Hakata Koma, and it's and you can see all this on our website, JapanFest.org. But he works with spinning tops, and I was kind of like, oh, come on, how special could it be? But when I saw the video, it was amazing what he is able to do, and apparently he is like the 20th generation or something like that of family that has done work with these tops, these spinning tops. So I'm excited to see what that's going to be like.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, and then of course, the food hall. The food is always amazing.
Yeah. Oh, what I want to see this one Fukuoka company is bringing an onigiri machine. So, that makes, I don't know how many onigiri, the rice balls, per hour. So we should have plenty of food, or at least rice. But I hope it's able that we can see the actual machine making those rice balls.
That would be so cool. I love Inari. Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. So, Beth, thank you so much for coming through and sharing with us a little bit about what's going on this year at JapanFest, what everyone can look forward to. Let everyone know the best way they can go ahead and reserve their tickets and stuff, because you guys do have tickets, it's a ticketed event, and how they can keep up with everything that's going on with JapanFest.
Okay, yeah, sure. So at JapanFest.org, they can order tickets, and if you buy them before September 19th, they'll be $16. Otherwise, it's $20 at the door, but we do have some family packages, which you can also see on the website. Kids that are 6 and under are free, so any parents with the little ones, you don't have to worry about that. And then ticket packages we do have for K through 12 students. Like if a teacher wanted to pick up a package of tickets for their students, you can get them free for those students. Cool. So, all on JapanFest.org.
That sounds like a plan. Beth, it is always great catching up with you. Thank you so much for coming through. We appreciate you.
Look forward to seeing you at the festival.
Absolutely. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better.